Sand Viper by Terran Tactical, John Wick approved, and it's a beauty. The question is, how does it compare to my Sandhawk? Let's talk about it.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time.
The Sand Viper is the younger sibling of the Pit Viper, which will be featured in the John Wick 4 movie. The difference is the color and sights. The Pit Viper is black with iron sights. I chose the Sand Viper because I wanted the optic cut, and I think the Coyote bronze finish is pretty badass. This Comp 2011 was made for competition shooting, and you can tell by its rich features. It even won the USPSA 2-Gun Nationals. It comes in a nice tan range bag with tools for optic installation and takedown. Mine came with 3 magazines, a 17-round flush fit magazine, this 20-round extended mag, and this big boy 26-round mag. Thank you, Terran Tactical. Now this gun is empty. Nothing in the mag and nothing in the chamber. It has a 5-inch DLC-coated match-grade barrel, lightning cuts in the slide, has an integrated large single-port compensator, helping to mitigate recoil and improve accuracy, shooting tight, consistent groups. The slide on the Sand Viper is very smooth, but I must say not as smooth as the Sandhawk. That slide feels like glass. But nevertheless, racking the Sand Viper is still effortless, and it is a very soft, pleasant, and flat shooting pistol, even while shooting one-handed. This gun does not come with iron sights. It comes with an optic cut for either Trijicon RMR or SRO. I have the SRO 2.5 MOA installed, and it has a great sight picture. The optic sits low on the slide as well, allowing for point of aim to be accurate up to 50 yards. The beaver tail safety grip is more ergonomic. TTI got rid of the memory groove on the beaver tail, so you have the same feel as pinning the beaver tail, which is commonly done by competition shooters. It has the TTI sandpaper texture grip job that extends to the bottom of the trigger guard. There is also checkering in the front of the trigger guard. This accommodates for different grip styles. This aggressive texture allows you to hold on to the gun even while racing it with sweaty palms. Ambidextrous blended safety. This gun has several features that allow for easy mag changes and reloads during competition, like the extended slide release, the flared mag well, and the extended checkered mag release. Now check out this trigger. Two-pound skeletonized trigger, very crisp, short pull, and short reset. This has one up on the Sandhawk, which also has a great trigger, but just slightly heavier at 3.5 pounds and not as crisp. But the short Sand Viper trigger just makes you want to run this gun fast. Now I had a couple of malfunctions during my first shots. First one happened right here, failure to cycle. Keep in mind, I have not cleaned or lubricated this gun beforehand. These first shots are right out the box, and 2011s tend to like to run wet. Now here's the second malfunction, failure to fire. Out of 250 rounds of shooting 115 grain Federal Premium ball ammo, I only had 2 malfunctions. The field strip is similar to the Sandhawk. This gun is still empty. Lock the slide back. Place the takedown tool in the guide rod hole. Slide is free to move forward. Align the back notch in the slide to the back notch on the slide release. Use a punch to pull out the takedown pin. Now slide is free to come out. You have your all steel frame with DLC coating. Now you can remove your steel guide rod with the takedown tool still in place. The barrel is removed by bringing down this lever. Now you can pull the barrel out. Here is your DLC coated match grade barrel. And this is your basic field strip for cleaning. Putting it back together, make sure that little lever is still down to put the barrel back in. Guide rod is next, with the flat part facing down. To remove that takedown tool, pull forward on the compensator until the tool falls out. Now remember to move that lever on the barrel back up before inserting the slide on the frame. It's important for inserting the takedown pin. Now insert the slide back onto the frame. Make sure that hole is patent. Insert the takedown pin halfway, then move the slide once again to align the back notch on the slide to the slide release notch. Push in. Function test. And now you're back in the game. Now the question is, how does the Sand Viper compare to my Sand Hawk? There are a few significant differences based on the differences in the purpose of each. The Sand Hawk is a classic high-end 1911, a collector's wet dream. And the Sand Viper was built to be a race gun, a competition shooter's wet dream. Sand Viper has a flared magwell, extended mag release, and aggressive grip texture, which the Sand Hawk does not. Sand Viper has a 2-pound skeletonized curved trigger. Sand Hawk has a 3.5 aluminum flat face trigger. The Sand Hawk comes with both iron sights and optic plate, whereas the Viper only comes with optic plate. Both have integrated single port compensator, but the Sand Viper port is slightly larger. The Sand Viper has lightning cuts on the slide, which the Sand Hawk does not. The beaver tail is more traditional on the Sand Hawk, whereas the Viper has the modified beaver tail. So which is better? It really depends on your purpose. The Sand Viper was made to be a race gun. Like I said, this pistol is a competition shooter's wet dream with all the rich features they could ever ask for. I'm not surprised that it won the USPSA Nationals. When you get the Sand Viper in your hand, you just want to run the gun fast as you can. The light trigger and light slide allows for fast reset and quick follow-up shots. Enlarged magwell, extended mag release, and the slide release makes reloading easy and fast. Now that said, I am not a competition shooter. I'm just a collector that enjoys beautiful and innovative pieces like these. I actually felt like I had more control with the Sand Hawk. Perhaps it's the lack of lightning cuts in the slide and the addition of the full-length dust cover, which gives the pistol added weight up front, aiding in reducing muzzle flip, giving me more control. Oops, there's a malfunction, failure to cycle. Perhaps it's due to the weight difference. Sand Hawk overall is slightly heavier than the Viper. The Sand Hawk weighs a little over 39 ounces empty, and the Viper a little over 38 ounces empty. Or maybe it's the slightly heavier flat face trigger that allows me to have better trigger control with slower and more consistently even pull. Or could it be the smoother glass-like slide? In any case, both are badass guns. I compare them to sipping on a glass of fine wine versus taking shots of tequila. The Sand Hawk is like a fine wine or cognac. You want to sip on it slowly and enjoy the flavor in every sip, while the Viper is like taking shots of Don Julio tequila. The faster you take those shots, the more intoxicated and happier you feel. With both pieces, I can drink all day. Figuratively speaking, of course. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe.